We are going to go straight in. Superman and Supergirl Slayer versus xZoro. First hit's going to be really important, and it's going to go to xZoro immediately. Wow, and there's that optimization using the background bounce to get as much damage as possible. Going to go towards corner pressure, so that's a nice chunk of life to have immediately. Now, you're probably going to hear the crowd in the background for a lot of this. xZoro is a Birmingham boy, and versus fighting is indeed in Birmingham. Slayer pressing buttons. And now he's stuck in the corner. And using that trade, just get a lot of chip damage. A strong life lead coming out from xZoro. Hasn't quite been able to buy yet. Has now won. There's the patience coming out from Slayer, though. Not going to press too many buttons now. Has to be careful. Gets a nice forward two. And he's going to even out the damage quite nicely. Drops the back three, or that would have been a potential reset either way. Lands another hit to the background bounce. xZoro's back to the wall, but with 2 bars of meter, he can totally take the round if he lands one hit at this stage. Oh, there's the Reaver, the neutral jump, but doesn't get anything for it, unfortunately. There's good patience. Spends the bar to keep himself safe. xZoro playing this very patient at the moment. The air dashes collide. Nice down 2 anti-air. xZoro likely to take this first round, spending all of his character power to do it. Great start. But fortunately, if you do use your character power to get the round, you do have a few seconds just to sort of recharge in between with the cinematics. Now Slayer pot on the back foot, trying to work his way in. There's the air dash. Attempted whip punish from xZoro, but oh no, that's going to connect. That's going to be a nice opening. It's quite an expensive read to make, but if you got the bar, that's a full combo. Here comes xZoro with the jump in. Nice conversion into a splat. And that's one of the differences. The back forward 3, the wake-up punch is now a high. It no longer hits mid. xZoro playing around that way. You can see him crouching a lot of situations now. The forward 2, always a threat. Ooh. There's that good jump in. Oh no, doesn't quite get the forward 2-3. Drops before it connects. There's the armor-breaking properties of the trait. Gonna eat that up. That's gonna be a nice round coming out from Slayer. I don't think that was actually a combo. I feel like Slayer, he's playing a little bit ropey right now. Anti-air. Wow. I actually don't think we've seen anti-air Frost Breath quite like this before. xZoro quite starved for meter, but has plenty of character power left to go with. Oh! He walks straight into it. Doesn't quite combo, though. Here comes the pressure. The down 2 anti-air. Slayer has to use his wager. He's going to win it for free, but he's still not going to be in a great situation. Still, though, he's going to have to use some bar to get some health back, or he can hold on to it. He's got 1 bar, and this is Superman. If he can push xZoro to the corner, he can delete the life bar, but there's that down 2. Good anti-air coming up from xZoro. And again, that background bounce. xZoro has been getting so much mileage out of it. This is looking to be game number 1 for xZoro, and he jumps into the Frost Breath. 1-0. It's going to be a full combo. That's going to be a good situation for xZoro to be in. There's the blocking. Oh! Not quite sure if Slayer meant to delay that, but yeah, there's again using that background bounce.
There is a couple of errors here from Slayer. I think he just really needs to sort of chill out and realise that he is one of the best players for a reason, you know?
Also, not trying to punish the Frost Breath, though. Slayer doesn't look quite as comfortable, but gets a nice combo potential there. Drops their follow-up, but it's going to get a nice reset out of it. Yeah, pressing buttons out of that. That's a big punish just for doing that. Superman, in many ways, when he still hits like a truck. Oh, wow! Oh, wow, yeah, that's actually a full combo. That was expensive. That was an expensive 2-bar wake-up attack. But I mean, just look at the damage payout. She didn't do this damage before. Not even the damage, though. Look at the positioning. We're out of the corner, but that's where Slayer wants to put him straight back. This is going to be a guaranteed life bar gone into corner pressure potential. But Supergirl does have good mobility, good options to stop him from coming in. Oh, wow, good read. That down 1 buffered into the scoop. That was actually really smart. If he walked into it, the scoop was going to come out. If he stayed in the neutral, it wasn't going to hit at all. Wow! That was just weird. This is a style of Supergirl we aren't really used to seeing. We're not really used to seeing Frost Breath used in this way, just to stop that advance, especially when you have the meter, just to get this freeze. But I think that's it. xZoro acknowledges that forward 2-3 is such a dangerous tool, but if the Frost Breath denies the advantage, I mean, it hits loads of times. Armor breaks as well, and wow, pressing buttons! Oh, and there's the hit confirm into the tornado. There's the meter build, going to get 2 of those into corner, but there's the wager. Again, Slayer is going to win, but how much bar does he spend? When you land that whirlwind, you've got enough time to put your controller down, go to the bathroom, wash your hands, dry your hands, come back, and you're still going to get the back 3 off that. Helps keep hold of his bar, though, so still has 2. There's a nice interrupt, that down 1. Slayer starting to adjust now.
I think the reset here was the damage that either Slayer's going to spend no meter here and it's going to be reset, but even the damage of this is going to be less than he was going to take from the combo. Ooh. There's the plus frames. Oh, lots of patience, but no, the whip punish comes through. Only just built the bar to get this to xZoro. Paying attention to his bar, he still has trait. If he can get good opening here, he can delete this life bar. Amazing, amazing last minute block from Slayer. And the air dash to go through, with punishes as well, gets the final hit. This could potentially be the game.
This is probably going to be enough. There's the background bounce. Slayer, yes, if he doesn't drop that, going to be the life bar for sure. Ties things up 1 apiece, but looking a lot more.
Slayer starting to wake up a bit, but xZoro, I mean, he is playing so well throughout this set.
And again, another first him down. Yeah, takes into the heavy as well. Just try and position him. Doesn't want to get max damage there. I think he just didn't want to drop it.
Either he didn't want to drop it or he expected to get the background bounce and just realised at the last minute he didn't have the space to do it.
Perhaps good blocks coming out from Slayer. No attempt to punish the breath of again, though.
They're down 2 again. Ixie's reads on it have been so on point. A nice block from the front.
Oh, again, the interactable instant air dash forward. Good read from Slayer, thinking he was going to go for that. There's the recapture. Nice amount of damage coming through here for sure.
In some ways, I feel like now that the dash punch hits as a mid, it means that hitting that at the end of a combo is now not as likely because the hitbox isn't what it was before.
Oh, tries to go to background bounce, but drops it. Spins the bar, keep himself safe. Slayer corner blocking low, turns it into the trait, and Ixie again with a life bar advantage.
Ixie's been consistently either not meter burning it and then pressing a button, or meter burning it and then catching him trying to challenge it afterwards.
Here's that neutral game though. Slayer does have those options with the lasers, but the trait being a free answer, not very highly damaging, but definitely annoying to deal with on the way in. There's a nice forward two, probably going to connect for a full combo here, but how much damage does he go for?
Yeah, the combo's not going to do it, but the setup afterwards. Wow, catches the laser! Any damage that Ixie does here is just going to be constellation damage. Tries to go for a teleport. I mean, I respect it. It's the first time he's tried to go for it, but Slayer not going to get caught sleeping there.
Oh wow, dash into down one, Ixie. There's the brave stuff coming out. Only just in range for that background bounce too. Ixie knowing his spaces. I should say Legoland Jet for some reason signed up as that. Probably a story behind that.
Well, I'll ask him after the series, but this is another really good situation for Ixie. 2-1.
Oh wow, yeah. Ixie actually tries to spend a bar too to challenge how much health he's getting back.
Even though Supergirl from range doesn't do a huge amount of damage, if he can at least just challenge with little damage here and there, this is still going to be a great distance for him. Wow, pressing buttons again!
And there's the trait gone. Needs to try and build as much bar as possible. Does not have anything to go with.
Don't count out Slayer. This guy has made amazing comebacks on Sonic Fox, Theo, and the like.
There's that patience. Doesn't want to press too much. And there we go. Instant jump here, but doesn't get the confirm. The air dive is going to connect, but isn't close enough to the corner to get a full combo. There's the delay pressure. Oh no! Instant jump in. That may have been an execution error from Slayer, and it's going to cost him the game.
The background bounce, even post-patch. I mean, this guy doesn't do the damage he did once before, but Ixie has fought really good Black Adam players online in the path to pro. He's been able to show that he can contest against his character, but can he handle a Black Adam of Slayer's caliber?
But he does have to adjust quickly to how is Slayer going to play this. Slayer, he is now locked into Black Adam. He has to make this work no matter what happens, but using those plus frames, a lot of chip damage already coming through. This is a really good start.
Really, really good start for Slayer so far. Taking basically no damage, the down 2 out in the air. It's going to scale quite heavily, but it's a great situation for Ixie. Just get some damage on the table, challenging it, and now he's going to even things out.
There's that background bounce again, using the heavy as well, trying to make it scale as little as possible with this character. Used to do no damage, but Ixie 430 before me. Oh, that's going to be hit confirm as well. Into corner pressure for sure. Here comes Ixie. He's going to get a knockdown. He opts to cash out the damage, and now he's in big trouble. Goes for the lightning cage, doesn't work out. Back 1-2-3 is now safe on block, so no punish. There's that chip damage coming out from Slayer. Gets the jump in, but the block from Ixie. Low lightning's going to connect. Low lightning connects again, but it was expensive.
He's now going into this round with no bar, and Ixie knows that.
Yes, the full screen dive kick into the anti-air. Now Ixie on match point over Rogue Slayer. Slayer with no bar to work with. Ixie with most of his trait and 2 bars.
Slayer's definitely on the back foot. He's going to land a full conversion here. Gets the forward one as well. There's the knockdown. Spends his only bar of meter.
Oh,
and now they even things out.
Into that. And there's the wheelchair too, just to get him blocking. Look at the bar difference. And even the last minute cross-up, Ixie is on fire right now. We're going to go for corner repositioning. Was he just going to go back to mid-screen? This is potential one-touch left. Oh, he gets the wake-up!
Goes in for the meter burn. The jump back from Slayer. Defensive. Catches a clean jump in, but because he spent so much bar, in this situation, Ixie, this is a great clash for him.
Okay, if Ixie saves the bar, he can kill with one combo. If he spends nothing, he might have lost damage. Oh, there's the interrupt!
Definitely can't count out either player, but no! The interaction, he presses button! Slayer goes down! The Birmingham boy takes it home. Even if he doesn't make top 8 this time, he's already told me earlier on, this is going to be fantastic experience, but an amazing first start. If Brainiac gets that first hit, he gets the meter burn dive kick for the big damage, and he's going to be able to challenge. Last minute, wow, anti-air with the deck star straight.
Immediate wake up too, there's the catch from XZoro. Is he going to spend his bar? Yes, he is going to cash out this damage.
There's the knockdown, 1-1-1. The wake up challenge, I mean, the meter burn extension of that is safe on block, but hasn't got any invincibility all the way through.
Oh, catches him, there's the restand. Good respect getting shown from Tekken Master.
That's
there we go.
Change. That's one of the major changes now. It's not guaranteed. That breath is not guaranteed off the overhead anymore.
You have to do something a little bit safer, less mix-up potential to keep yourself safe, but there's the instant dive kick coming out from Tekken Master, who's going to take the first life bar quite convincingly. XZoro has the meter advantage, but we know how quickly that can change around.
Well, since the patch, Tekken Master's been using Brainiac quite a lot. He gave it a bit of a go at Evo, didn't quite work out so good, used it again in Vienna for Biennale. I mean, he's sticking to his guns. Doing well so far. Here comes the pressure, challenging it, pressing a button. Easy hit confirmed for XZoro.
Oh, goes to the double overhead, into the splat, delay wake up from Tekken Master. And there's that pressure coming through, but it catches him. The drone will disappear on hit. If you can get a good read, if you can get a fantastic read on when he presses the button there, I mean, Brainiac gets so much damage, whiffs the forward 3, a drop combo. There's the trade, Tekken Master again, trying to go for that pressure, push block to get rid of the drone. Good blocks coming out from XZoro, but look at the spacing from Tekken Master just to make sure that down 1 can't quite connect. And the standing 3 being as fast as it is. If you've got the trait to go through, it's going to be awesome for you. Another challenge, but nice. Catching the Dexter to go. Oh, the anti-air, wait a minute. Oh, doesn't spend the bar, catches the restand. There's the block. Oh, the double overhead. Oh, amazing read from XZoro, baiting him, going, you've only got 1 bar left. I don't think you're going to spend it. There's the unclashable. He's trying to space, he's trying to make him whiff a button. There's the breath. Hit confirmed. He is going in for unclashable, but wait, saves himself from the damage. And now it's going to be a tricky situation for both of them. Amazing use of the push box to get rid of Dexter. Another change. Oh, he catches him. He has the clash, though. There's the he forces the low overhead, and Tekken Master gets open. I'm going to do it. And now Tekken Master knows, okay, I now have to respect this. I mean, if Tekken Master blocked that, he was dead. He was done. That game would have been over. Such a brave decision, but this changed to Batman. This is a matchup that Tekken Master believes Batman does very, very well in. Oh, but there's the whip punish. Sorry, doesn't quite have the bar. Oh, tries to punish, but a little bit too far pushed back. That's another adjustment to Batman in the recent patch. That forward dash after the meter burn Batarang is nowhere near as plus as it was before. That's why he could backdash out of that situation. There's that lock puddle. You can see the patience getting shown from Tekken Master. Doesn't quite confirm from those bats. Oh, now I actually really like the way XZoro is doing that. He's still going for what is now punishable. If you go for that breath off the 3 hits, it is at high. You can be ducked and punished with an uppercut. But if he's got the cat out and he shoots the orb, like the orb is really there to just pressure you, to make you want to punish it, but get hit by the orb anyway. What a trade! XZoro going in for a full combo, but Tekken Master spending all of his resources for the air tech. Oh, there's a nice combo coming out from Tekken Master. Good execution here. Going to even up the life a little bit, but no, he drops it. There's the anti-air. Instead of confirming, goes for the cat instead. Dexter's going to consistently keep him safe. The anti-air in the puddle, opting to catch the forward 2 conversion as well. I mean, the UK at the moment looking really strong so far, but it is not over yet. Full punish, just dash up buttons. Tekken Master with that knowledge, and it's going to take a clean life bar in retaliation. His bats have disappeared, but we can see the trait is already starting to recharge for both players. The cat is out of the bag. Oh, but there's the read. That's the hard read, but no conversion. When he delays the orb too. I actually really like the way XZoro is using this orb. He's really just trying to get into the head of Tekken Master. That was a really clean block right there. The gap in between low puddle and overhead a little bit smaller, so you can fuzzy that. Tekken Master with the reactions. Spends no bar. This is a Atrocitus fully stocked with 4 bars. Oh, tries to punish, but the block in time. Oh, that down one could have been a lift. I think just a little bit preemptive. You can see Tekken Master's a bit worried about punishing that now. Yeah, spends his bar, gets the damage. Oh, doesn't quite punish him in time. He's got his back to the wall. That's a full combo. He has used his wager really early, so he's not going to be able to break any of this damage. Oh, and there's that brave wake up. Tries to go for the air tech to keep himself alive, but Tekken Master with the pressure. The wake up down 1. Oh, there's the back 1 too. This is a very strange situation. Dedicate again, but this time Tekken Master with the punish. Hey, live by the sword, die by the sword. That's what won him game 1 and it lost him game 2. Just as easily be 2-0 up right now, but Tekken Master's competitive experience starting to really show the way he's adapting here to what XZoro's trying to do. It's when he was on the back foot. I mean, that was a big change in game number 2, was the second he sat there and he had to block, like right now, a really nice open up with the trait release, by the way. But once XZoro's on the back foot, seems to be struggling a little bit against Batman, but I think that's one of the reasons Tekken Master believes that Batman does very well against Atrocitus. Oh, wow, catches him right straight into a forward 2, but there's that retreating Batarang to make it miss. Full combo in the corner. Will history repeat itself? Can he get out? Nice block. Oh, there's that mechanical bat showing why it's so powerful. You really want to try and whiff punish, but you can't. I mean, if Batman has trait, he wants you to press a button. That's just a game of chicken. Oh, that's actually unfortunate for XZoro. He's going to lose a lot of his cat activation here. About half of it is gone before he even gets to use the first move. So Tekken Master dedicates again. Yeah, Tekken Master didn't have a bar at the time, so couldn't push block. So it's actually a freeway in for XZoro. Oh, the combo drop! And it's going to get him fully opened up too. Forced to clash just to keep himself alive. It's bad enough when you drop a combo, but when the combo drop results and you're actually getting jumped in and not punished, that's what really stings. He's going for it again! This man XZoro does not care. He does not care. But if anything, it's showing that Tekken Master is struggling with that fuzzy guard. This is data for XZoro to know that, okay, when he's blocking this, he is not that comfortable blocking X-Lit. He gets it again! I mean, you were saying? The down 1. It's the breath. Meter burn just to be a little bit safer. Oh, donkey jumps the wrong direction. Doesn't get comboed though. Oh. Clean cross-up right there. I mean, all he has to do is a little bit more damage to do the round, but at this stage, Tekken just creating the divide even bigger. Both attempts on that Vortex have been blocked by Zoro. His defense has been showing through, but he's had to use Clash really early in 2 matches, and there's the full launcher. Oh, turns it into a full combo. Beautiful stuff from Tekken. Doesn't even matter that he dropped the combo at this last minute, I don't think. He's going to take the round, but this is a lot of work. This is a lot of work. I mean, let's not say it's impossible, but it will be difficult making a comeback here at this much life left against Batman, who's so good at just getting that trade damage. Yeah, and the danger here is that he can't afford to take a single trade as well. Even like I was just about to say, you can meter burn any of those, you know, the sort of the grounds outside of the asylum itself. Not too bad. And there's that double overhead. There's a full punish. Tekken has started to adjust to this unsafe playstyle. Drop this combo a little bit, but he's got so much pressure already, it doesn't matter too much. Another clean jump in. All 3 bats into a jump in is very, very hard to defend against. Tekken with this just clean adjustment. Zoro's got a sequence going. Ooh, drops it. Gonna have to be careful dropping it there. There's that double overhead again. Nice wake up slide coming out from Tekken. Big life lead coming out for him now. There's the bats go, but another missed hit confirm. That would have been huge as well because he caught the bats. The bats are completely out of play. He's got one now, but he's not going to be able to convert. Converts off that one though. Meter burn, back 3, the range for it. Here comes Zoro. He's got trait as well. There's a push block. He wants a push block just to get rid of that cat. There we go. Spends, trades 2 bars for that trait being gone from the side of Zoro. Double overhead gets punished again, but the amount of life that Zoro had left, maybe not so bad, but nice read on the air tech. Going to punish him with a landing grab. Match point Tekken right now. It's a great first game from Zoro, but this adaptation's not only changed the characters, but just play the matchup a lot better than he was before. Yeah, also the grapple going to be catching that backdash in the neutral. Full combo on the side of Zoro being gone. Spends a bar on the breath. Is he going to dedicate? You can see Tekken he's trying to sort of fuzzy that, but a little bit antsy. There's a punish on the down 2. Is he going to dedicate again? He does! Spends the bar just to make sure it kills. Zoro throwing a lifeline still in this, but we can see Tekken at the very least doesn't have any bar, and his 1 mechanical bat is out. I think that's one of the reasons Zoro was a little bit less scared to go for the trait. He had no bar. If he gets the grappling hook, who cares? And again, gets the 50-50! There's that tick damage, one of the most nerfed things, but still there. If you're getting a lot of block damage, can still be a big impact. Block damage, backdash. There's the knowledge. Ooh, that could have been a dangerous. Oh, catches him in the neutral again. There's the restand. Enforces the mix-up, and there we go. Finally, Tekken gets a block, but immediately a wager from Zoro. Zoro still very much in the driver's seat after this. When you've got a wager, it makes that very sort of risky playstyle way easier. But if you don't, you've got to be super careful. At this stage, does Zoro stick to his guns? Does he stay brave? He's got the trait. No hit confirmed because he was in the air already. Gets himself safe with the orb again, though. The cat has disappeared. Zoro has to be careful until that thing comes back. There's the interrupt. Oh, no. Dedicates a little bit too much. Once again, here's the punish from Tekken. Now, this is a dangerous situation. Tekken has access to 2 bars now. Oh, there's the block, but not quite enough. Oh, gets opened up with the overhead. Catches the air tech, and that's going to be a full punish on landing. And Zoro air techs himself to death, and Tekken versus Madzin. I mean, it's international versus international. So versus fight in 2017, Madzin has done very well in this tournament historically in Mortal Kombat. Can he do it again in Injustice 2? Now this is going to be that fight for that first hit, that first bar of meter. Both players really can use that. Cheetah gets a lot of launching capabilities. Batman just Vortex City if he can get hold of that bar. There's that first hit. It's going to go to Xian, but because he built so much bar, it's actually a trade-off. And even though Batman didn't get the first hit, he's got more bar. Oh, no blocking that cross-up Xian. There's the restand. Oh, goes straight into the overhead grab. Spends the bar for a full launch. That might be enough to closely get this round down. Not enough. Oh, spends the second bar. Oh no, but drops the follow-up. Now this is a great opening for Madzin if he can get even a single hit, but looking like right now, Xian not giving him the chance to. The down 1 to get rid of all 3 bats. That is a huge advantage. It's going to take a while to have all 3 up again, but he's going to get his first one in just a few seconds' time. Xian being patient here, we can see he's got a massive life lead, but in no rush to just go in and finish things off. I mean, Xian, he's got so much life, even though he's got no meter. Why does he need to overextend? He has absolutely no reason to. You can see really trying to low profile that there, just trying to get through these bats on his way in, whereas he slowly works his way in. Nice anti-air, fully converts, even though it traded. She's got a fast down too. She's got good low profile ability. There's the combo. It's going to keep him in. Now, what's the wake-up option? Oh, doesn't let him. There's the restand, going for pressure, catches the overhead. That's going to be a full combo as well. We're going to see him go for the grapple again. No, he opts to cash out, get that space between him and Xian.
The
Doesn't
danger
want
is,
Cheetah anywhere near him.
Because he lost those 3 bats really early on, he's been consistently out of bats, which has been a great situation for Xian when it comes to him trying to defend.
I mean, he does call them, it's basically been one at a time.
The conversions haven't been what Madzin needed. You know, he's landed those resets. He could go for, like, you know, a string into back cool for the Vortex, but he's not been able to do it because he has none of the trait available.
Here comes Xian, clean hit. Oh, we can see him spend another bar. No, he doesn't. Oh, wow! Wake up trait coming out from Madzin to get rid of the speck of life that Xian had again, but it does get him back to full screen again. But Xian pops the trait. If he can get hit here, he actually might do enough damage to close this out.
Trait's going to vanish any minute, down for quite a while. Unblockable barrels, catches 1.
Madzin wasn't ready for that to work. And again, maybe Xian not knowing it's an unblockable interactable. Well, he's going to know now. Find out the hard way. It's always the worst way to find out if something is unblockable.
Of course.
In the middle of a tournament, Pro Series premiere event.
Batman's trait and his grappling hook combined really lets him convert off any wayward hit, and it does include interactables. And there's the anti-air! What a read from Madzin! Air tech gets used. Xian out of meter. But with his trait available, even meterlessly, he can do big damage to that trait. The down 3!
Oh, wow, and there's the overhead going to connect. That's very uncomfortable in the defense, but he's going to get an opening. We can see him go for the restand. Yes, he does. What's the mix-up? Xian doesn't have a wager anymore.
1 more hit's going to do it. There's the leap.
Oh, wow!
Oh, no, the mechanical bat was too far away, so the leap was completely unpunished.
That's going to be it.
That's looking extremely likely to be the game. The reset into guaranteed damage, but I mean, honestly, well played from Xian.
Launch and really sort of get juggle opportunities. As soon as you chuck in a background bounce, she can really thrive off of that. And Batman doesn't really need those as much, so definitely a better stage, I think, for Xian here.
This is going to be a huge adjustment for Madzin, though, where he's going to, even with that character power available, he's just going to wait for the leap and then anti-air it with the up toss into the trait to combo. And that's one thing Batman does so superbly in this game is you cannot jump in on this character when he's got mechanical bats. Oh, wow, execution error.
Yeah, doesn't get punished too hard, but a little bit of damage coming out from Xian. Catches a full jump in, and there's the background bounce.
That's what you were talking about, just giving her the massive damage. No meter or trait required.
I mean, 408 for no bar means now she now has 1 more to go with to get that mix-up potential.
Really good block on the low. Batman can actually combo off his slide if he's got bats.
Wow, down 2 into up Batarang. Madzin pulling out the forbidden tech.
Amazing block in front. Xian, defense on point. Batman, such a Vortex-heavy character, but not being opened up by the Vortex so far. However, I might speak too soon. The grabs have come through. Minimal damage, though.
Does have access to 1 bat, though, so Xian has to be careful on the defense. Tries to get over, but the bat is being held onto by Madzin. There's the backdash into a Batarang. Madzin, a comfortable life lead again going into game 2.
There's the lead. Using the environment, actually, to sort of alter the jump arc, but it doesn't matter. But there's only 1 bat, so no combo.
There's that meter burn forward 3 attempt. Was sure that Madzin was going to press a button, but he jumped instead and into a wager quite early on, but at the very least, Xian can opt to get some health back here, maybe hold on to it. Yes, he does. Spend 2, get himself back up to full health on the second life bar.
It feels like the way Madzin's been defending this cheater pressure has been very unpredictable, and I think Xian's been really struggling to get a read on that. And that up Batarang into full combo again, even though he dropped the combo, still unable to be jumped in on. That's so important in this matchup. The leap, such a popular way in. You see Madzin, though, just repeatedly, and that really is the mechanical bat strength in a nutshell. You block anything and let that bat go, and they have to hesitate getting any advantage on you whatsoever. There's the Saga backdash to get out of danger, but amazing trade for Madzin. No combo, but with this life difference. Madzin really, I actually love the way he's using these up Batarangs, though. He's just creating this no-fly zone, and at any point Xian goes to move in, he can just react with the mechanical bat and get a full combo anyway. As I can say, full combo gets a restand in the corner, no block on the overhead by Xian, and that's going to be a comfortable life lead. So, 2-0 down, but definitely don't.
And Madzin knows how to make that a problem.
Important first hit. Getting the first hit early, denying Madzin that meter build. Last time he got the first hit, they basically traded it 1-for-1 because of how much he'd built before, but not today.
Indeed. Xian sitting there though, but struggling to get in so far. Madzin, even though he's not getting any chip damage on the board, look at all the bar he's building in the process.
I mean, at this rate, he's going to have more bar than Xian, and Xian got the first hit.
Oh, there's that slide. Oh, wow. Low profile's the bats.
That's going to be good data, I think, for Xian, knowing that's going to be an option. Getting 1 bar out for minimal damage, altering the jump arc. Batman has many different ways to change how he jumps in. Madzin knows how to utilize that better than a lot of players, for sure.
Full combo, wow, yeah, and that's a nice conversion coming from it too. Got 2 bars out of Xian for the air tech.
Good block so far. Xian really not being opened up by the Batman Vortex. He's getting opened up by other means, but speaking of which, a clean jump 2 cross up. And he's going to spend the bar on the reset. Goes for it.
This could be it. Oh, there's a last minute block on the cross up.
His blocks have been ridiculous this entire set. Full combo, here we go, the launching leap.
It doesn't spend the barge, he gets the knockdown, pops the trait. If he can get one opening here, he can take the life bar, catch it in the air, but no! Doesn't quite get the confirm. So instant jump from Madzin into the sparks. That was just a weird exchange. Madzin's on match point versus Xian right now. Down 3, knocking down. Importantly, getting rid of that trait. Again, altering that jump arc, making the anti-air so hard to time. I feel like that might make Xian a little bit antsy to try and anti-air, but no, goes for it again. I wonder how many times it's going to take for him to change. Wake up backdash again, Xian. The limb's not quite long enough reaching to catch it. Oh, the armor break! Another down 2. Not being deterred, even though he's been jumped in on multiple times, it's still going to win him the round, Joe. So he's staying true to his decisions to anti-air consistently. Also recognizing whether Madzin's likely to do it. He had a lot of bar, but no trait available. Again, nice catch. It's going to get rid of the trait. I think the forward 3 actually got away from the initial hitbox, so no armor break, but no, another jump in.
Oh, this could be a problem.
Game. No wager, but in that situation, Madzin got the job done, 3-0. Coach Steve sent Nivek to losers at Evo, and then Nivek was able to win the run back on stream after.
In this matchup.
Yeah, exactly. In this matchup. This is a matchup he is comfortable playing. So we'll see if Irishmantis has almost a variation. We'll see if he can pull it through, but already, and immediate punishes, you know, Nivek he's using these very sort of specific answers, which I reckon is going to be foreshadowing throughout the entire series, because Supergirl, she's got some unique little options about how he goes in for that deck star pressure. Oh wow, instant recovery on that charge. He's going to turn it straight into a breath corner positioning too. He's going to have him back to the wall here with the air option. Oh, nice! What a read! Full combo for Madness. But no, drops the combo. But at the very least, he wanted to get the cat. And the important thing is, yeah, she does have the cat indeed. Nice throw tech coming out from Nivek. Just sit there and block long enough required. And now is he going to bet the farm? No. Goes straight in for the breath, trying to stay a little bit safer. Losing the mix-up. Mantis definitely not being afraid to keep himself safe if possible. Not quite as much of a risky player as we've seen other Atrocitus can be. Oh, but there's a good block on the teleport. That's be a full punish. But this is one thing that Mantis doesn't do. Contrast actually when we saw almost like a Zoro, for example. He takes very little risks with Atrocitus. When he takes a risk, it's at a very unexpected moment. Oh, no hit confirm coming out from Nivek. Spends about keep himself safe. And again, the patience coming out from Mantis. That could have been a punish attempt, but he is content to just sit there and wait for his moment. Still got the life bar yet. 2 bars burnt from Nivek. Going in for the life trade now. Atrocitus gets point blank. He's going to do damage over time. Actually surprised that laser recovered in time to block the TV. I think he tried to go in for a puddle and just got a down 1. I think it might have even hit in that situation. The shield. That was a slow round number 1. He has lost the cat now, though. Has started to cool down already. You can see the patience coming out from Mantis. He's not content sticking out anything he doesn't need to. He has a little bit of a life lead, wants to hold on to it as long as possible. Really looking for something to react to as well, but Nivek isn't giving it to him. Both players pressing very little buttons in the neutral. Good start from Mantis right there. Even meter. No way to chase down the backdash. Nivek with that read. Back 3 is going to seal the next round. They've both got full wager. But this time now, though, look how much bar Atrocitus has. I mean, that's a lot of damage. He's trying to get the cat out, but Nivek will not let him. Tries again. I think perhaps out of frustration, maybe. Nivek whips the air grab just to get some bar again. That's one thing Nivek does very well, is just optimizing his meter gain in those stun situations. Whiffs a grab. A little bit too early, I think. Mantis repositioning. Oh no, that's it. I think he was expecting him to press a button after down 1, but because he got hit while he was airborne, that was not the scenario Mantis was ready for. I think wake up jump was the last thing Mantis expected in that situation, but that's going to be a nice confirm from Nivek, even on bar at the very least. Do you think Nivek is likely to spend anything? I think it depends on how much he wants to use. Spends 2. Wow, that's actually going to deal a chunk of damage too. Look how weak he is now, but he does have 2 bars, but it's Atrocitus. But Nivek has a wager of his own, but he's not going to have... He might have 1 bar to push block. No, just goes for the knockdown. Only just built 1 bar now though. The lower we see Mantis get, the more threatening it's going to be for this trait. It's going to take him a while to build it back up to full now. There's the down 1. Nivek, he's going to have a clash. Does he use it? No, keeping things unclashable, Mantis. Very smart, but no, the wake up! Nivek betting the farm on that final bar, and he takes the first game grab instead, which is why the wake up connected. That was just playing unclashable versus unclashable. That was a brave start. Nivek spending all of his character power. He got him the first hit. We've seen what Supergirl could do with that bar already. Ooh, a nice use of the shields, make the overhead a little bit safer. On hit, that actually restands as well. Doesn't go in for a knockdown. I guess if you're convinced they're going to block the overhead, you just want to keep yourself as safe as possible. Nice use of the up breath. Very good startup on that move. A unique challenge. Good knowledge from Mantis there. Oh, good air to air. Not every day you see Atrocitus jump forward without a cat on screen. Speaking of which, here he is, and he's flinging those balls already. Full combo. Obstacle going for maybe even a reset. Might have dropped the combo, but we'll never know. Has him in the corner anyway. Look at these shimmy attempts coming out with Madness into a throw. Wow, this really is. I mean, he's playing Atrocitus like Johnny Cage.
Oh, no hit confirm.
Oh, no, he drops.
Yeah, we could have had the end of the round there if he had confirmed that 1-1-1, but Nivek's still alive ever so slightly, but the down 2 anti, yeah, seals it. Could have been a big mistake, but not really punished that heavily.
A much better start for Mantis, though, in the second game. Nice life lead going in. Going to take Nivek a while to build this one back up again, but we have seen it happen.
I like these little conversions that we're starting to see Supergirl players do now.
Not wanting to capitalize on those plus frames. I think he just didn't expect maybe a punch float. We did see him crouch.
Nivek tries to punish the trait cool, but a little bit slow on the uptake.
Ooh, raw puddle into the shield. There's the challenge from Mantis. I dare you to come in.
And after that push block in particular, just look at the meter difference. Goes in for an anti-air. I don't think Mantis is going to do much, but there's a last-minute cross-up. I mean, that is so hard to see.
It's also not the first time we've seen that today either. That is tricky stuff.
I like that forward 3 at the end as well, knowing he's going to land on the other side and push Mantis back into the corner. Full confirm. Really, I mean, definitely worth the trade there.
That wager was no messing around. That was, okay, up and hit. I want to win this wager. I want to push myself out of the corner. I want to give myself space. I want to have some room to call the cat if I want to.
Oh, wow, the whiff down 2.
Oh, the armor break. That's unfortunate for Mantis. Cost him 2 bars as well.
But because of it, he's still got way more meter. Nivek consistently out of it. And if he hasn't got bar, her damage output is nowhere near as lethal.
Oh no, misses to confirm. Mantis hasn't quite had the timing on this deck stuff yet. Oh.
And a deck star is actually still pretty far away. Where is he? Where'd he go?
He went to the Beyond realm. We'll see him again in a few seconds.
No doubt. Full combo, but because he used his wager really early, he's got nothing to defend if he gets hit. If he gets hit now, he's actually going to lose.
That's actually a really nice block on that overhead. We see Mantis going for that throw just to get an easier punish on the breath. So blocks coming through, spins a bar. There's the plus frames. No commitment from Nivek. Oh, a lot of chip coming through. Okay, now Nivek has to be careful though, because he's not going to win a wager at any point for the rest of this game, most likely.
I think that's why he didn't even try and go in for the combo. He would rather go for the restand into block pressure. That's how Atrocitus is going to get his damage. The win to get rid of the shield, but it's still up. No longer.
Ooh, I think the float is to really bait Mantis into going for a puddle. Because if he goes for a puddle, he's going to react with teleport.
No, he lets go and block! He just pressed buttons right before. He must have been confident that Nivek was... Here we go. Already.
Now, what you'd normally pick Captain Cold for isn't quite as traditional in this matchup. You normally pick him against characters that have either low mobility or lack of a projectile to really contest with that fireball, and Supergirl is definitely none of those things.
But that's one thing that Captain Cold had is an amazing anti-air. That down 2 is one of the best in the game.
Oh, wow. Jump. So it threads the needle there, just air dashes straight over the wall.
There's the knockdown. Lots of wager, but you so often see Supergirl players land behind. I think that was what Mantis was banking on, but no. Here comes Mantis. Oh, what a setup!
Cheeky. Actually made him roll in the direction that he actually wanted him to go. That was really smart from Nivek. Nice life feed, but their read on the backdash coming out from Mantis. Use the time, gets a little bit of gun charge. Oh no, drops the corner combo. Good punish on the teleport at the very least.
I think Nivek may have actually sort of tried to catch Mantis somewhat flustered there after the combo drop, but Mantis staying a little bit true to his defense.
I mean, Mantis isn't the kind of player to really choke. You know, he doesn't really make a huge amount of errors, and if he does, he doesn't get tilted by them. You know, if he does make mistakes, he doesn't really let it frustrate him. He still plays quite clean. He recovers very well from his mistakes.
But right now, Nivek on the match point, doesn't commit. There's the down 2 anti-air. I mean, both these characters have amazing anti-airs. Nivek probably thinking he was a bit closer to the corner there. Gets hit big time by the projectile.
Now, the important thing here is, though, look at the trait meter from Captain Cold. He's very close to that ice, that snow dome. That's really powerful usage. But
he's got it.
She has the mobility to get through it. He's got to be careful when he goes for it.
I do wonder how Nivek's going to be able to adjust. Lands a full combo. Oh, the bar. That's going to do big damage now, especially post-patch. Another loop.
Oh, wow. 409 coming through.
Oh, again! Tricky stuff.
I think Mantis might have expected it to cross up.
He's yet to cross up with it. And that's the big thing, is that Supergirl players always go behind with that forward 3. But Nivek yet to do it in this game. Still got his level 2 dome.
At this rate,
he's even going to have the chance to do it.
Dash up doesn't quite have the bar. Nice down 2 anti-air, and again, we're seeing that work. Here he has the snow dome in the corner. There's the bait on the teleport, but doesn't have the bar to get anything off of it. Take him a while. I doubt we'll see him get another snow globe at any point during this match. Now Nivek has the bar. Does he have the bar to kill here?
We'll see what happens. He's going to get a knockdown, even if the combo doesn't kill. Still alive.
Chip damage, and she has the trait. There it is! Forward dashes straight into the laser beams. being removed can be interesting here, I think.
Obviously, Infexious recently picked up by XL Esports, so looking to sort of do these guys proud at this tournament, not just for Injustice, but for other games as well. We'll see how well he does. An immediate jump back too. Swamp Thing's jump-ins are really dangerous in a lot of ways.
Oh, wow. Good option there for the anti-air.
There's a conversion. She's got meterless pop-ups there, but if you want to spend a bar, you can do that as well.
Oh, good blocks coming up from Infectious, trying to get through. There's the whip.
Oh, what a whiff punish!
There's actually one thing, I was watching Infectious earlier on in pools, and his whiff punishes have been by far one of the best things about his play. And against a character like Catwoman, that is so important to show that she can't just press buttons in front of you. That is going to be crucial here.
That did 450 damage, by the way, that combo. That conversion. I mean, Swamp Thing's damage output is really
damage was never one of his problems.
Exactly. Catches another conversion. Shaz not going for the air escape. That's going to go for a knockdown. And there we go. Doesn't even need to spend a bar.
Big boy damage. Swamp Thing. Brainiac ship. The green nowhere to be seen, but doesn't matter. Oh, there's the trait.
And now as Shaz goes in, that's damage over time. Can't backdash, can't jump.
Now, I love that, though. Walked back, planted all this guard, and you can't jump or dash while you're standing in that. And now he has him right where he wants him.
And there we go. Using those buffs and those changes immediately. The unsafe wake-up. Could have been a full combo, but right now the damage divide is so big, it doesn't matter. Nice reaction on the forward three. Infectious looking strong.
All tries to down one challenge, doesn't quite get it. Don't think Shaz is going to quite have the damage to take this here, but it's going to get close.
I don't think post-patch, there's a bit of increased combo scaling when she lands those whips mid-combo. And at this stage, any damage that Infectious might do is going to be constellation damage. You know, it's just going to make that next round so much harder for Shaz to finish.
Look at the patience coming from Infectious, though. Really sitting there. There's the overhead. Doesn't get anything more off it. There's the low log.
Forward three off the knockdown, another hit confirm. Shaz, he's in big trouble, has to use the wager. This is not a good start for him.
But this just has been a matter of just a game of neutral. Infectious has been sitting on this life lead and spacing himself out perfectly. That Shaz, all of his best buttons just haven't quite been as attractive at the time.
Now he's got 5 scratches. It's not going to act as a wake-up attack anymore, but it's going to give her a massive extension of damage if she lands a significant hit. And wow, tries to whiff punish and gets hit again. And there we go.
Very smart. But she has to go in. Like, she has no choice. She hasn't got the life lead. Either be patient and sit here, but now stuck in the garden, nowhere to move.
There's another punish on the whip trip. I actually feel like the garden change here is going to be really big for Catwoman.
But what he's currently doing...
Oh, come on, guys. Killing us here. The green screams. That's literally all we heard.
But now, here we go. This is the situation. This is what Ivy can do that Catwoman didn't really have the option to at the time, is projectiles from full screen and just full screen checks.
But the change here will be actually, as long as Swamp Thing will be sitting in the garden, which we may see or may not, is when he lands those vine grabs from this distance, if he trades a projectile with the grab, he actually absorbs it as an armored attack. But I'm not sure if Shaz is going to give him the change. Now, this was an immediate adaptation, just because he, in the last match, was having to close in the space against Infectious. Now, he's turned it on its head. He's forcing Infectious to come to him.
But also, this range we're watching right now, this is the range that Shaz needs to keep Infectious at. Because the vine grab, long range, does go really far, but it doesn't go fullest of the full screen. So Swamp Thing's options here are, his only real option to counter zone is, summon the friend and punch in the back of the head. But obviously that's going to trade at the very least, and when you are this down on life, trading is not what you can do. Infectious just walking Shaz to the corner and using his life as the currency to do so.
Yet to land a single hit in this matchup so far, so clearly the character change has been beneficial. Now he can start forward to taking it a little bit. He's going to try and go for those punches, but unfortunately, even if he trades it, the trades will never be in his favor. He's pretty much, he's more than an entire life bar down.
This is going to be tough for Swamp Thing, though, when the trait is in play. Oh, there's that meter 4-3 full combo coming out from Shaz. Drops it, though.
Doesn't matter too much. Forward 3 again. I mean, even though it's slow, the actual startup speed of the forward 3 itself when she goes from neutral to flip is quite quick.
Okay, so the corner repositioning coming up from Infectious, but what's it here? There's the delay wake up coming out from Shaz. Oh, wow, catches him there.
Going into the guaranteed trait. And
this is trouble, yeah, the trait doing so much chip in combination with these vine drills. Look at that chip damage just disappear.
And that's it. The game is done, and a very clean and clear.
Usually you can sort of like jump and use perhaps air mobility to get in and close that space, but Swamp Thing isn't really known for that. Quite a floaty jump, doesn't have much to do when he's in the air. He kind of just has to try and not go down quite so far on life lead. And there we go, a good jump on a read at the time that happened to go for a drill. Now Infectious has a life lead, he's not going to be quite as at risk. It's when you get really down on life, it's so difficult to bring that life lead back. But that divide is not here right now. An immediate instant jump, good read from Shaz to kind of meet him. There's the meter burn grab for the restand. What's the mix-up? Oh, tries to go into the environment bounce perhaps, or maybe just go for a restand, but Infexious, oh, there's the delay, and there's the heal. That's the huge thing Swamp Thing can do off Green Thumb. He can actually spend a bar of meter and heal himself. And in many ways, it makes the combo do more damage, because you're getting healed and they're taking damage. And a backdash, the log! Green Thumb doing a lot at the moment, a lot of damage by itself. Obviously the utility, if you've got the bar, you can use Green Thumb to heal yourself and then slam them, or heal yourself twice.
But right now, this is why we're seeing the full screen come through, because now Infexious doesn't care that he's trading. He's got so much more life, he can afford to take these trades. It's going to be in his favor.
Oh, Shaz unfortunately missing that. I think he was quite ready for it to swap sides like that. Going to spend a bar here.
Few combo drops. Maybe some nerves, maybe a bit of ropiness, but the second IV gets hit, that trait will disappear. Yep, just about to say, the second she takes damage, the trait vanishes. Goes in for the vine grab. I love the awareness. He knows he's not point blank, so Green Thumb won't work. He goes for the vine grab instead. Another grab. The heal to make it harder to come back, and he's still got so much bar to work with. The tick grab doesn't even need it. Down 2 combos. Infexious in complete control right now.
Now in the corner is where that's a real threat, because down 2 grab will hit on hits and block. It's like Grundy from Injustice 1.
Oh yeah.
But really only in the corner can that be utilized. But a massive life deficit coming out now. He has to be careful even trading now, whereas before Infexious couldn't really afford to trade these specials. Now that's not the problem.
Spending a bar on the mid, but every trade here is going to be good. Only really needs one more, maybe a little bit of chip, and he's going to be good. Shaz has the round. He's got a lot of work to do, but he's got him in the corner. It's possible.
But Swamp Thing has a meter advantage and can heal himself with that. So even if Shaz does damage here, Infexious is going to have the option to make this life lead even more of a problem.
Going in for the chip. Oh, the last minute overhead, but it is going to be a mix-up between overhead or log kick, and Shaz dedicated.
Basically return the favor.
There's an immediate conversion, but again, another dropped combo, so he's done very minimal damage. And the plus frames on the down 1, making the grab so dangerous. If they'd wake up, an immediate adaptation, but... Oh, I think he might have tried to whiff punish, but he just walks into the second hit of that string.
Yeah, Shaz gets the combo this time. That's going to be a full combo. Nice damage. Oh no, misses the end, which gets him the trait for free.
Yeah, the important thing there was actually the splat missed. The second you don't get the splat, it's harder to set up, but clearly not too bad for Shaz, and another way better start going in for that bark skin, reduced damage.
It basically completely nullifies chip damage, so you can actually afford to block these trades now. Oh, there's a log, doesn't quite make its mark. Oh, recovers in time. I don't think any of us were actually expecting that vine grab there. Oh, and he just misses with the jump too. Oh, forward dash in.
Good block on the low there. Really good reactions. He's blocking low, then when he sees the forward 3, he'll stand up on reaction accordingly.
There's that block damage coming through. You can see Infectious just walking him down, but you have to be careful taking that much chip. Oh, wow. That would have been huge if that vine grab connected.
The thing about Infectious is he's on the back foot right now, but he has spent years and years and years playing big grapplers and walking you down. You know, so this is no stranger to him.
Indeed, but now he has this much of a life deficit. He has to be careful. Any sort of damage he takes here can be difficult, unless he's willing to spend it all on that health regen if he can hit the Green Thumb, which is where a lot of his damage has actually been coming from.
Absolutely, but he's taken so much chip, and Shaz, just that brick wall of defense. Poison Ivy can put up that absolute defensive wall, and it's nice to see Shaz. This is why he's made that character change, and it's clearly working out for him.
No bar on the side of Shaz, but you know, in fact, Ivy does a great job of building it up. Trait has disappeared. Spencer's only bar on this.
Ooh, he just missed. That's 2 times now. It's not quite right, but there we go, the jump back.
Oh, no confirm coming out from Infectious. It could have been a huge situation for him to maybe make a comeback there. There's a big jump in. No clash coming from side of Infectious. He does it late, but we'll get a lot of health back here if he chooses to spend the bar.
We'll see what he does. He's no doubt going to spend some of it just to get some health guaranteed. 3 bars, in fact.
Most effective way of getting health back is getting that 30 with 3 bars. Getting the 4th only give you an additional 3%, so not really worth everything. And you can, especially Swamp Thing, needs the bar to get the launch too.
Well, Shaz's back is to the wall here, so if Infectious gets a good sequence, it's going to be, you know, fantastic. But as I've said, that Shaz fighting his way out, going in for the meter burn, going to go for the restand. See how he finishes. Wow, down 1 check.
There's actually a really nice confirm coming out from Shaz too, but there's the heal coming through from Infectious. Good block on the overhead again.
Oh, straight over him. Wow. Okie dokie. And he's going to go for repositioning also. Another big thing he can do off Green Thumb. He's on match point now. If he can keep Shaz in the corner, he's in big trouble because he's got no bar.
Yeah, he can't go for the roll. There's the block. Plus frames. Oh, challenges it with a down 1. It's going to work.
I think he was probably expecting him to maybe block low in anticipation of the log kick, but not today. And now this is a great situation for Shaz. He's got the full screen. He's got the chip. He's got the sequence with the character power. And there we go, now he's in big trouble.
Oh, Barkskin jumps the drill. Shaz has to play this very carefully, gets the launch, doesn't quite ready for the confirm. Oh, and the catch on the drill, right as it leaves the ground. Timeout Injustice 2.
I don't think I've ever seen an Injustice 2 timeout. Oh, first hit! This is very pivotal.
That's actually huge for Infexious, because now Shaz doesn't have the bar. Tries to go for the trip guard. Good blocks overhead again. Oh, that low's going to tag, but there's a block second time.
Oh, there's the low at the last minute. A very weird sort of special to get hit by, really. And there's another green thumb. The heal.
Massive amount of damage coming through. Oh, good block on the low. Big pushback too. Right put at that distance that Shaz wants him to be.
But now Infexious, again, can start taking those trades if he wants to make that read.
He's walking, though. Shaz doesn't want to do any drills. There's the whiff punish. Misspaced forward 3 from Shaz. This could be a huge amount of damage.
And that's it. Walk him in the corner. Don't spend bar here. You're opting to keep it. Good bait on the delayed wake up. Doesn't get much off it. The jump off the green thumb. The first time we've seen that.
It's actually be a full combo too. There's a nice confirm coming out from Shaz. Huge damage. And he has the full screen to work with.
No wake up today. Oh, spending loads of bar on this, but the low at the last minute.
Yeah, delays it this time. Shaz making himself tricky.
I think that was a really good decision. He did a really good job of fighting his way out of the corner. If he stayed in that corner, he would have lost the game.
Yeah, Shaz played that really well. It all came off a good read on that green thumb.
Now he's just getting zoned out. Has to be so careful here. Every single time he takes damage, he's not in a great spot.
Oh my lord! Her doing a button made that reach.
The jump into interactable. Has to be so careful now. And the interactable to answer back. He's still got a couple more of them left.
Thing that there's 2 left, but Shaz, starved to meet, only has 1 left to go with.
The second these disappear, Infexious will be in control, but just look at how much hits he's landing here.
Oh, now uses it, yeah. To get the trait. Good situation for Shaz.
I think Infexious just waiting it out. He's built 1 bar, on the verge of building a second.
All jumps clean over.
Oh, again, the green thumb. But the danger here is that he's now got the entire full screen to work with.
Oh, jumps it. Oh, did you hear that? Donk!
I did. I think
everyone in this room heard that one. Trait is back, though. Infexious can't let him do this.
This full screen game is very dangerous for Ivy because it's individual hits. It's hard to clash. I know he's just gone in for clash, but that could have been way worse.
Still, though, 2 bars. He's going to have 2 left. That can be green thumb heal. That can be damage potential. Gets
again,
a big jump in. Almost full screen. Good read from Infexious. Shaz has been doing a good job of making himself hard to get opened up by that, but now it's crucial. Oh, wow, that is actually going to connect. Doesn't have to pass
drop combo. There's the anti-air going in for the trait. He needs to make sure he doesn't get hit a single time.
Oh, the trait isn't quite hitting him. Oh, from behind.
Execution error. Wow, this is a scramble. A whip punish.
He has a clash, though. Isn't doing it. He hasn't got the meter advantage. Oh, he spins the bar. That's going to hurt. Oh, huge chunk of damage.
Good block on the log. A jump! Clean! Has to wager. This is last minute, but no, Infexious can stop him from getting health back.
He can stop him from getting health back, but can he stop him from summoning the trait? That really is the last read here.
Oh, he does.
Tries to stop him. 1 good trade here will end the game for Infexious.
Shaz needs to be so careful. Only a little bit of trait left. It's
gone.
Gone. And now, 1 bad trade,
and it will be done.
Infexious with a great spot. The safe string, the jump back, the whiff. He gets a clean jump in. Hang on a minute. The conversion. That's going to be game over. Shaz pulls it back and takes it over Infexious. I mean, that was this matchup because really it's going to be an uphill battle. But
Kyzertron has always had a very effective way of playing NetherRealm games. Now, I actually haven't seen him play Injustice 2 too much personally, so I'm quite excited to see how he tackles this. But Biohazard, we've seen him, and we know he is as solid as a rock. One of the best players from Canada of all time from NetherRealm easily.
Now, immediately in with the meter drain. Understands that I think he doesn't even want to knock back, doesn't want to go for damage. The meter drain bullets will be fantastic at dealing with Cyborg because he needs that bar for any damage.
Oh, wow, good read coming out from Kyzertron immediately.
Goes in for the knockdown. Good block on the cross-up, but Biohazard still in control of the set so far. Trying to get out with the grappling hook.
I actually really like the use of that grappling hook, though. Kyzertron realizing he cannot really compete at that long-range distance, so use the grappling hook, get in, try and close that distance down.
Unfortunately, wasn't quite able to confirm the 1-2 back 2 into uppercut. I'm pretty sure that's what Kyzertron tried to do, and he would have done a lot more damage there, but recovered nicely. The problem is now he's full screen. This is not where you want to be against Deadshot.
Well, there's that delay. That's a really powerful thing Deadshot can do when he really has you sort of conditioned to micro walk in between those high shots. Just all of a sudden you're going for the meter burn, so all of a sudden you might accidentally just walk into the rest of it.
Unfortunately, now at this range, it is very difficult for Cyborg to sort of recover from this because no projectiles will reach. You're kind of forced to try and close in the space. His tools for getting in from sort of that jump distance are really not the best, especially with the distance of the back one, but nice, clean jump in. Kyzertron finding a way.
I actually think Kyzertron has been consistently trying to cancel into the uppercut for damage, but hasn't been quite getting it as cleanly as he might need.
This could be a fantastic wager because he's going to either reset it to neutral or get health back. We'll see how much Biohazard tries to undo. No, he opts to keep his bar. But again, this is the one part of the screen Cyborg can somewhat control. When he's got the opponent's back to the wall and he's got jump distance, them doing projectiles becomes a bit risky. They've got to make a hard read.
Oh, gets the down one. Oh, delayed. There's the gap. Oh, now this is a trouble situation. That Red Sun Prison left-hand side interactable, shooting that drone is great for keep away characters.
I just realised what stage we're on. That is a very good point. And the armor to interrupt the gap between 1, 1, 2. I mean, the knowledge.
Biohazard, yeah, he's not using it immediately though. He's trying to keep himself as unpredictable as possible. There's the overhead. Spends the bar. No,
that's it.
Yeah, no wager coming out from Kyzertron, used earlier on, and even though he had all that bar to work with,
Actually fought really well. Kyzertron did play that matchup very smartly.
Nice read on the jump in though from Bio. Getting that first hit. Taking that bar away from Cyborg. We've seen that can be very important. Cyborg, I think, maybe being one of the lower damage characters in the game without access to bar. I mean, he outside of forward 3, he can't launch without it. Unless he lands a floor rumble or a missile, but very hard to land those realistically outside a setup. That's what I mean, right? It's almost like traditional meterless damage. He doesn't have a lot of options there. A nice fly feed already coming out from Bio, going in for those meter drain bullets.
We said it in game number 1, if you take the meter away from a Cyborg, you're cutting his damage more than in half because he can't go for meter burn down back 2, which he needs to do.
Nice challenge on those air shots though. Kyzertron has really started to just control that sweep distance from a range, and it has. Biohazard opting to go for air shots now, but unfortunately misses a combo. That could have been a huge amount of damage as it was a meter burn back 3.
Oh, wow! Yeah, using that grappling hook, special cancelling to try and sort of create space. The danger in this situation is trying to create space by choice against Deadshot is kind of risky.
If you've got the life lead, I can kind of see it. Like if you're trying to bait a wake up or you're trying to put him in a bad situation, but if you don't have the life lead and you try and just increase that distance between you, it's only a situation that Deadshot's going to be coming off better in.
And again, that full screen game, it's just becoming harder and harder to deal with. He's only got 1 bar of meter, but this full screen game is going to allow him to build even more.
There's that air shot. The adjustment from Biohazard really has already found an option for this grappling hook in.
Oh, wow! Oh no, tried to go for a full combo. That no doubt would have taken the round as well, on top of being very stylish.
I think Kyzertron, he's making the right reads and his game plan is good. It's just his execution is the thing that's letting him down the most at the moment.
That's always the worst thing because, you know, clearly Kyzertron he's making these reads and he's right, you know, like he's on point. Just not able to get the damage.
Oh, the drone seals the deal, 2-0. That's, okay, right, well, I messed that up. Now I'm in a much worse situation.
Now we'll see how Kyzertron can recover. Joker's Playground as a power character is going to get a whole bunch of unblockable projectiles in combination of what he's already got. The danger is against Deadshot, I don't think you can really sort of land those because he will just shoot you out of the air.
Might be able to on a knockdown. Like if Cyborg can actually find space to get out his trait, that can combine quite well with power interactables. However, Deadshot, I mean, like we're seeing right here, he always has a projectile on the screen. You don't really have the time to get your trait out, even if it's, you know, the tracking or the rumor on the floor. It's quite difficult for him to safely get that against Deadshot, but a nice read coming up from Kyzertron, but misses the special cancel.
Unfortunately, the down back 2 does actually give Cyborg quite a nice chunk of damage too, but as like we said, his read was on point. He got the neutral jump too, just didn't quite finish his plate, damage-wise. Biohazard looking unbelievably comfortable. Completely even on meter, and in many ways this is better for Biohazard there. The back 1 into the down back 2. I mean, it's becoming harder and harder. It's match point for Biohazard just like that.
Quite low on bar, but we see Deadshot. How fast he builds that up.
Another anti, yeah, I mean, at this stage, Cyborg with this much bar from this range can't really do a whole lot with it.
But this is one of those hard situations, right? Cyborg without a life lead versus Deadshot, it is incredibly difficult for him to bring it back up again. Especially when you're playing as patient as Bio is. Biohazard playing this matchup so well.
There's a jump in, going in for the run cancel. Nice block on the overhead though, the last possible minute.
And a nice solid, I mean, this is just overall a solid game. A solid play coming out from Biohazard.
The challenge into forward 3, knowing he's going to press a button. Very smart. A bit too far away for the command grab, though. But like I said, Kyzertron, his reads have been on point. Forced to use the clash. And in many ways, this is the best he's going to get, you know, because you're not going to be able to spend the bar otherwise from that distance.
Bio activates the fire bullets, wants that damage over time to tick. This game could have seconds left in it. Biohazard playing it very safely. That air shot making his jump arc a little bit more unpredictable. The 1-1-2. And for the first time in the series, Kyzertron is able to get a knockdown that gives him that trait and ends up winning him the life bar, but it really just goes to show how difficult it is to actually get that out.
Yeah, the knockdowns are few and far between, but when you land a 1-1-2, you've got to make sure you go for either the target acquired or the trait, and Kyzertron has done it every single time. That's the block on the low. Oh, nice jump back to chase. Here comes Kyzertron. Lands a full hit, but again, not that he even had the bar to confirm, because there was no bar there. Well, that means that Kyzertron is going to be... We said before, Captain Cole being one of those characters that thrive against characters without a strong traditional projectile to really stop him from charging his gun. Robin has the Birdarang, but I mean, you hit him when he does that and it disappears. You can really do a good job to sort of charge him. But Jinty, being one of those players that Birmingham-based, has always been quite good at NetherRealm games. You just don't get to see him too often, but when we do, he always is quite impressive. Oh, Jinty does actually compete in major tournaments consistently throughout the year. Almost every single year he attends EVO, so he's been playing in major tournament scenarios. The tournament setting's not going to be new to him.
Oh, for sure.
Already, actually.
Yeah, really strong here. Unfortunately misses a combo, but still has quite a nice life lead. Put in the corner, Youphemism tries to with a standing one, but he's just jumping heavy for his troubles. And a nice solid life lead coming out from Jinty immediately.
It means that I think, you know, Captain Cold's not going to be able to play as much of a defensive game as he wants to, because if you're going to be a defensive character, having the life lead is a major part of getting that.
Now, this is one of the biggest things about playing against Captain Cold. If you don't have a projectile, the deep freeze, that meter burn puddle, almost functions as almost like a Sub-Zero ice clone. Just that stun, that is just a problem for you to walk into. And if he's sitting behind it, just charging his gun while that's on the floor, it's quite difficult to approach. You see him charging, you want to hit him, you want to do damage, but if he's got that deep freeze in front, it can be difficult to do it safely.
Especially if you're a character that doesn't have an amazing projectile from full screen to get rid of it or kind of wait out the puddle. But here we go. He's got level 2. What's he going to do with it? The forward 3, wow! Forcing a clash early, but even after this clash, I believe he's still actually going to have his dome ready.
Most likely. I think Jinty's going to, about 2 bars here spent. Get a nice chunk of life back. You see Youphemism has that level 2, that snow globe is stocked. But cannot waste it. Has to be careful.
Very patient.
Make himself as hard to approach as possible here.
Burn. A big change to Captain Cold was that
there it is.
Wow, there we go.
Snow Globe is out. This is a difficult situation. Jinty has to get away, which lets him charge up another level 2. Very well managed by Youphemism.
And he's got another Snow Globe just like that. And because he's a character without an amazing projectile from full screen, allow him to build it. Oh, is he trying to go for level 3 here?
If he did the down 1-2 a little bit faster, that might have been a bit better. Doesn't have the bar to get the hit confirmed, but going to go for a staggered throw instead. Now he has the bar.
About to say, here comes the globe, and because he built it, that's going to be an easy conversion, but no, drops it, but doesn't matter too much. This is a strange exchange.
I think Jinty lost quite a lot of health by standing in that, though. Very low now, 10 points of health remaining. Has a bar, so Youphemism has access to a clash. Does he go for it? No, he's holding on to it.
Trying to keep his wake up, I think, yeah, for good reason. I was actually going to mention it before we saw the snow globe, but and safer, which is why I think we see Captain Cold players save their bar for that 1 bar wake up now, because it's better than it was before.
So the standard wall has less pushback than it did before, but the meter burn wall comes out so much faster. You see there, he just boots it as significantly quicker than it was beforehand. It's a bit better of an option now. It's almost like a reset to neutral. We just get out of my face move, and already we can see Youphemism has access to that level 2 trait. Jinty trying to approach, but Youphemism keeping himself quite well on the defense.
Injustice has always had quite a high element of micromanaging, so making sure you get that level 2 snow globe reminds me very much like what a Sinestro player would do in Injustice 1 for the same kind of reason.
Oh, nice restand from Jinty. There's a sweep.
There's that deep freeze.
Oh, yeah, opts to use it to get the dome on the screen. Most likely going to be able to get another safe charge. That stun is sitting in front.
He did a huge amount of damage. I mean, he didn't go for a single bit of charge there, but oh wow, walking right into a deep freeze.
There's the air tech, but a nice reset coming out from Youphemism. Has access to level 2 trait once again. And there's the wall to take things down. Youphemism looking really strong.
Now he's going into this round with the dome. Goes for it again. Stuck. No way out.
They're preemptive down 2. I think it sounded like Jinty just got frozen as that wall connected. Oh no! That could have been an opportunity to just even things up a bit, but drops the combo.
Wake up whips, but a bit too far away for Jinty to really capitalize. He's going to take the round on that clean combo afterwards and just jump in. But I mean, at this stage, he's having a hard time closing into the gaps. I mean, that's one of those things. Captain Cold, massively defensive character. There's the dome.
Oh, optional combo. There we go. That was actually a nice confirm attempt, though, from Youphemism going for that standing heavy. Another one of the changes Captain Cold had, standing heavy being a lot faster than it was before. Just buffed in every way, really. You can see him really just backdashing, trying to create that space to charge this gun. He designed that gun himself. He wants to use it. It's like a kid with a toy. He just wants to play with it. Okay, so he just got hit. Oh, nice confirmed. Oh, could have turned that into a freeze, though. Oh, wow, the reaction to go straight through the charge. That was almost disastrous for Youphemism because he got hit going in for the dome and he lost the bar and got no reward. Hang on. Full combo. Here comes Jinty. There's the setup. Oh, good blocks from Youphemism. Oh, hasn't seen it from behind. It's the meter burn. Safer. Oh, no. Oh, no, the wall. The stage just got a lot smaller. Oh, this is your home now. You cannot leave. Oh, dearie me. Put him in the corner at that sort of like sweet spot, that perfect range. You can create a very small stage for your opponent all of a sudden, and he had the level 2 stocks. That was just really good micromanagement from Youphemism. If by small stage, you mean literally the size of Robin, just Robin, you would be correct. And then it got really chilly all of a sudden, and he died. Right, straight into the next game. Nice meter burn roll because he used the bar on the roll, didn't have it for the meter burn launcher. Still though, nice amount of damage. Jinty finds himself with a life lead. Good exchange. Jumping into the deep freeze though. Unfortunate. Meager damage coming out of it though. So Jinty found a bit of a lifeline there. This is a clean adaptation, you know, just the second he now sees the deep freeze, he just kind of sits full screen and then just goes in for the Batarang, but hasn't really stopped him from building it so far. As Captain Cold's in the dome, Jinty's not going to be in too much danger. Has to be so careful because the deep freeze opted not to meter burn it, didn't want to go into the freeze. I mean, that would have been a death sentence, 100%. I mean, Robin's only way through the deep freeze on the floor is either going to be the meter burn roll, which obviously costs a bar, or the air flip, which can be read and punished. But at the same time, you know, the patience is showing through. If you just sit there and let him charge, he's going to keep getting level 2 for sure. But, I mean, it really is stacked against you. You have to make a hard read on how to get in through it. I like nice confirm. I actually like the range as well, from that jump 3, because down 2 is an amazing anti-air, but it's close range. And again, oh no! The wall into another one, just to sort of try and play the platform again. But wow, no, a combo because the wall was right there. That is so sick! Oh my god! Oh no! How can you drop the swag at the very end? Youphemism almost had the most impressive combo we've seen all day, but messed it up at the very end. That would have been the greatest combo of all time. The tournament is over. Finish it. Youphemism won. We can all go home. But he dropped it at the last minute. Still though, I mean, what a situation. Jinty's actually playing this really well. Actually has a life lead here, but no bar to work with. That's going to be where it's difficult, but Youphemism doesn't have bar for a deep freeze, but we'll have one now. I'm still so disappointed. Oh, Batarang gets eaten up by the wall. Youphemism doesn't have a bar for the deep freeze, so just have to be careful how he tries to approach Jinty, playing this really well now. Moments away from building it, spending the bar on the pushback. Here comes Jinty. Wow, good catch. Oh, I think he actually maybe either want to keep things unclashable or just dropped it. I mean, either way. The thing is, back 3 was the combo extension there. I think Jinty might have just dropped it there, unfortunately. Nice throw coming out from Youphemism. Jinty has a bar. Here comes the dome. He has to be so careful. The second that dome goes into play, he's in big trouble. Tries to confirm, but misses it. No! Over the deep around it. I think he's paying a bit more of a closer attention to Youphemism's meter, which is really the most crucial thing here. Instant jump one. Oh yeah, good stuff coming out from Youphemism. The mustard special. Oh dear. He's got 1.5 bars already though. We've seen how dangerous this dome can be, but wow, challenging the wall there. Oh, opts to spend one of the traits just to get these icicles now. So Jinty's going to hurt himself for doing block damage. That is going to help him. It's another matchup where Robin has to get in, right? So if you've got that armor and you're able to sort of like make the opponent do damage to themselves, Robin has no choice but to be at that range. It is though, however, we're seeing that it is that level 2 trait that is kind of doing the most work here. So every time you go for those ice armor, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for you to get out. Good catch. Setting him sort of within jump distance again. Built 1.5 bars again. He's going to use the knockdown to guarantee the dome. Very smart. And again, there's another bomb. Excellent trade, but gets blocked. You can tell, Youph has to be kind of careful. He doesn't want to get hit out of the dome core, because the second he does that and no dome comes out, he's going to lose, but he's going to save it. No, tries to take the round with it instead. Very smart, secure it, match point. The dome is down, but all the space in between. We see all the bar on the side of Jinty. Jinty needs this round desperately. And there we go, he's going to get it. Now this is crucial for Jinty. Youphemism is cornered. He doesn't have the space to work with. He has 1 bar here, but how is he going to use it? Being so careful. Those 4 bars, catches 1 already, easy confirm. Oh, but Jinty lets him out of the corner, that could be disastrous. No wake up though, Jinty has the plus frames. Patience from Youphemism, looking for his moment, gets over clean. This is unbelievably close. The big thing here is that Jinty has so much more meter. And even though he's full screen, doesn't want to get caught summoning it, but hang on a minute, back 3 off the flip. Oh, tries to go for the unclashable, but misses it. I mean, these trades are only ever going to be in Jinty's favor. Oh, there's the backdash chase down! Now they are even on bar here. They're going to trade out.
embarrassing yourself.
2 bars each. They both spend 2. Jinty trying to sort of keep it full screen, stop him from going in for it, but now he's going to summon the dome. That was a nice preemptive down 2, knowing that Jinty was likely to try and just get a hit there. Oh, the icicles again. Slows down the snow dome. Chooses not to go for the dome. Tries to spend 1 bar on the reduction instead. We'll see if out of the way. We're going to see if the read pays off, but right now, maybe not. I think he would have much rather have had the setup, the 4-3 to go through. Jinty's still alive, but wait! We are 2-2 at this stage. Bounce in the middle. Can we give for both of these, two characters that are quite intensive to meter to launch? And now both obviously have that bounce in the middle. The one thing about Brainiac's ship is that the bounce has a different timing to most, so it's quite unique. Very easy for players to kind of mistime their combos on this stage. There's the patience from Youphemism. Jinty knows the other plus frames. All catches him, blocking low. Jinty's going to try and be aggressive here, no doubt. He does not want to give the setup to Captain Cold, but hang on. He's now got his back to the wall. Here comes Youphemism. Good block on the overhead. Jinty tries to fire her out of the corner. Oh, reverses input. Nice stuff from Youphemism. Oh, no. Punish on the wake up. And there's that low. Youphemism trying to stop him at the moment. There's the charge time. Clearly, himself 1.5 bars. A little bit deterred earlier to try and charge it up. He's given himself 1.5 bars of trait, but at what cost? Gets a full combo. Here comes Jinty again. Big trip guard. Set up. Is the wake up? No. Maybe he tries to chase down a backdash with that one, but it doesn't matter. Match point. I mean, this is the version of a very slow reverse 3-0. This has been a long series. Oh, jumps straight onto it. This could be great for Youphemism. Going to push him to the corner. Oh, there's the air tech. A nice reset. Oh, there's the wall. He wants to charge up as much as possible. There's the deep freeze. Or the snow dome, I should say. Now he has time. Does he charge another trait? Jinty is just content sitting here. Jinty still has a life lead. There's the armor. I'm actually inclined to think that maybe he's getting that by accident. Normally, if you try and walk back and charge your gun, you might accidentally get that because the command for that is back and trait. Uh-oh. That's a full combo. Oh, he misses it. Charged it a little bit too much, but he did land a clean wake-up attack. This is match point, both players. The closest series we've seen today. Final life bar. Meebone rolls out of the corner. There's a sweep. Oh, there's the read, but he drops the combo. Might be punished quite heavily for that. Goes in for the dome. The air-to-air full combo. Here comes Youphemism. Doesn't actually get a major amount out of that dome, but he gets a clean jump in. Such even on life, but Jinty with the bar advantage, 2-0. So Youphemism having no bar is going to be a bit of a problem here for him. Now going to be able to win the wages. There we go. Spends his only bar on the wall. Oh, there's a full punish! Youphemism cannot clash here. If he does, he's... Well, actually, no, he might be able to. That's the trade out. Thought Jinty had an extra bar, was just about to build it. I think what's going to go on here is that after the exchange of bar, the full screen is going to allow him to build. Jinty held on to his bar, though, just in case he maybe gets opened up. Oh, no, he spent it on the overhead. He's got to be careful now. The second he gets the dome, he's in big trouble. Pushes him far away. The dome is here. Can he use it? Jinty, he's going to have to be as aggressive as he wants. But wait, the first time he's gone for it. Oh, we catched him. He's very low. Spends the bar on the wall. Oh, there we go. The dome is out. Oh! He gets the burnerang. Youphemism tried to shoot the projectile, but Jinty just... Let's see who's going to be advancing. This is winner's action. The immediate change. The fact that you can now sort of almost 2-in-1 cancel your trait into the projectile immunity, and here comes OmegaK. Unfortunately, the projectile immunity ran out. Now, it was really well timed from Undeadjim there, managing to time his bats right as that immunity ran out. OmegaK just trying to leap his way out of the corner. There's the punish on the leap. A little bit too antsy with that already. Oh, there's a Stampede going to connect. At least he's out of the corner. Undeadjim has a nice life lead. This is one of those changes here, isn't it? Oh, nice block on the cross-up, actually. Oh, there's a good read in that Meebone 4-3. Air tech from OmegaK just keeps himself alive. Push block, trying to get himself back into a great situation. That's one thing Grodd doesn't need bar, really. And then it's the leap. Full combo. Could have got the restand, but I don't think he quite thought he was in range for it. That's going to be a grab from Undeadjim. Going to take it down. Now, the trait is going to run out right as we go into this round. So OmegaK is going to have no bar and no trait. The advantage is definitely in Undeadjim's favor at the moment. Quite a rough start, I think, so far for Omega. I mean, Undeadjim's kind of just been all over him. Had a hard time just getting something going. Like, Grodd really is a character that needs to get, like, jump-started. And if he can't get started, you can really sort of just keep the pressure laying on thick. He's got a great wake-up attack, but if you're Batman, you've got the damage and setup and the nice read. Oh! He comboed off the parry. Full combo. He's in the driver's seat from the whole time, just from start to finish. That's definitely kind of how you deal with this character. Grodd has so much sort of setup potential. He has actually one of the characters with a true vortex, but he needs to land that hit first. And if you're someone like Batman that can sort of keep him from doing that, it's definitely the kind of tool that you need. Full juggle. Catches some airborne. Here comes Omega. Ooh, the jump. That's going to be it. There's the restand. What's the mix-up? There's the block.
Oh, catches him. There's at least he's going to build a lot of bar from that. And there's the combo from the parry. No, he misses it. Oh, and this is going to be Grodd, so that meter burn back 3 is going to do loads of damage. But no, Cats unfortunately drops the combo. Because the meter burn stampede would have killed on hit, but safe on block. Oh, good read from Undeadjim there. He's going to go for the leap there. He's going to get a knockdown. He's going to get guaranteed bats as well. Goes to the throw instead. I like the way Undeadjim went for that mechanical bat though. Because obviously if he went for anything and the bat was going to hit him, that would be a full combo. Kind of trying to cover his bases. That secret sweep. Back to back. There's the immunity. Oh, wow. Caught out of the air. Still got a little bit of work to do. Immunity's going to be gone. Oh, that's going to hit him. Spent the bar too. Oh, Stampede's going to connect. Chunk of damage coming through. OmegaK is probably going to lose this life bar. Question is, how much damage can he do before it goes? Grab. I think maybe Undeadjim expecting something else. Oh, good block of that cross-up. Drops the Stampede cancel, but Undeadjim, I think he maybe expected the cancel to be successful. Didn't go in for the punish, but Undeadjim with a massive meter lead. Full conversion. There's the restand, spending a second bar. Oh, no. Oh, and there's the air tech. That's going to get him hit for free. There's a full combo, though. Oh, but there's the clash coming out from Undeadjim. What are you going to full combo into reset there? Very well timed. Would have been a full conversion into reset too, because you know OmegaK kind of has the cancels on deck, so when he lands that launcher, would have gone in for a down 2. There's the trade-off. One wager for another. He's going to get back. He's going to get back almost as much health as he just took there, but the important thing is both players are going to have no meter whatsoever to work with. No, actually no. Opts to hold on to the bar. Oh wow, that was just a chunky forward 3. Oh, there's the vortex. Oh, he doesn't guess right. He hasn't got a clash either. This is going to be death if he doesn't drop it. That's the full combo from Omega and the Gorilla God frames. And you can go for either land behind, land in front, or the grab. All 3 will lead into a full combo, and it requires trait to do so. Our first hit goes to OmegaK. Has to sit there and respect the bats. Oh. Now here's that zoning game. This is what he really wants to be doing. As soon as you can see that OmegaK doesn't have access to his trait at the time, he's going to be getting as much projectiles on screen as possible. Build that bar. Make it hard for him to get that trait out safely. Oh, nice confirm coming out from Undeadjim. Yeah, the sheer speed of that down too, and the full combo too. Even though he dropped the combo, the background bounce giving him the hard knockdown. Still going to be fantastic. There we go, guarantees the immunity. Push blocks just to try and get in. But that's why we're seeing Undeadjim, and right there, that's why he actually never went for the bat release, because it does nothing versus the immunity. Oh, big plus frames coming out from Omega. Challenges those Stampede cancels. Undeadjim with the knowledge. I actually think Omega went for a grab there. Looked like he started a grab animation. There's the low. Another full combo for Jim. And that's going to be the round. No, drops it at the end. Oh, cancel the Stampede, but there we go. Maybe could have been chip damage. Looked a little bit too much to be chip at the time. Oh my god, just challenge it with a down 2. There's the low. Good block from Undeadjim. Oh, meter burns through. Again with the knowledge. If he pressed a button there, that would have been the round. So Undeadjim not pulling the trigger on that. Really smart, but wow, challenged by the meter burn stampede. You can already see though, 186 damage on meter burn stampede is good. Oh, the wake up! Full launcher coming out from Undeadjim, knowing that OmegaK was likely to run in there. Oh, no neutral jumping in front of the big gorilla. I mean, that just does so much damage. He gets 500 minimum into setup. Oh, there's the unblockable. Oh, another big wake-up full combo, but doesn't have the bar yet. Will he just build it? No, not quite. Yeah, leaps out of the corner. Tries to whiff punish, but unfortunately those mechanical bats always ready to rock. Unfortunately, a bit too far away for the back three, but wait, background bounce. Big whiff punish. Always going to get a safe trait setup, and Undeadjim knew it. Good wager. Get himself some health back and give that full screen distance. Maybe get some mechanical bats on the screen. No, holds onto the bar. Yeah, the important thing there definitely wasn't the damage save. It was getting out of that Grodd setup, because Jim, he lost the last round to it. Doesn't want to do it again. Safe call. Can't punish it with the bat because the immunity. Ah no, caught at the last minute. There's really the wager. Timing. They're going to even things out at the very least. They reset things back to that neutral situation. Going to be quite a while before that Grodd trait is back into play. This is Grodd though. All he needs is one clean hit. Undeadjim, I don't think he's not going to give him the chance to land it. 2-1 at the moment. Close damage into a guessing situation. But what Undeadjim's defense has been incredible to avoid that from being a problem at any point anyway. It's a really clean block into first hit. His managing of meter too, like every time he clashes, it's when it's a super pivotal situation he doesn't want to take. You know, because he clashes not just damage, but the immense setup that Grodd was no doubt going to get afterwards. But wow, forward 3, yeah, maybe he was expecting a leap or something. There's the patience.
Full combo off the slide, as always. Got him near the corner. This is not a good situation for OmegaK, unfortunately. Oh, blocks the cross up too. Wow. Undeadjim with the knowledge. Tries to check him in the air. Doesn't quite work out. He's going to spend a bomb for the restand. Oh, wow. Where did that even hit? Good stuff from Undeadjim. Oh, catches the backdash. This is not a great situation. It's match point for Undeadjim, and it's one thing Batman does really, really well is just establish that range against someone like the Grodd that just needs to get in. Big plus frames, but again, the patience from Undeadjim, he's not falling for it. Another catch. You see what the mix-up is. The splat, actually, it's a guaranteed trait, and just immediately challenged, but he's got a lot of work to do. Whoa, again, the classic Batman. I mean, that wake-up, he's got so many good wake-up attacks that the second you try and sort of meaty him, if your meaty isn't point blank, that up batarang will hit you for a full combo. And that's what we're seeing happen a lot. Nice healthy gem from OmegaK, but still massively down on life. Oh, there's the punish anyway. Undeadjim doesn't let it go quite in time. Unfortunately, Omega, another drop. I feel like on this tournament setting, like his execution is so on point, but the second the tournament applies, his execution does fail him. That's going to connect. Was his last bar, but a nice chunk of damage. Has Undeadjim back to the corner. Secret sweep. Again, Undeadjim can't challenge. He's going to have to sort of time that. There we go. Another immunity coming through, but Undeadjim, you see the patience. Doesn't want to do anything in the situation that could be dangerous. There's the plus frames. Oh, but no, that opened up, but doesn't have the bar to extend. Will this do enough? No, not quite. Still a little bit of work to do. Oh, secret sweep at the last minute. Still a mountain to climb, and with 2 bars down too. There's a tough situation. Gorilla Grodd with no wager. Oh, but catches him. Oh no, he drops the combo. I don't think he was actually ready for that to confirm at the last minute. Tries to do down 1 background bounce, but don't think he was confident. Oh, I'll go straight through, but he's a lot of damage in the process. Down 1 coming through. Oh, drops the stampede cancel, and that's going to be a punish with back 2. OmegaK sent down to... Combine that with his just colossal damage output, amazing plus frames, and huge range on his normals. He can be a nightmare to deal with. And immediately, WhiteBoi with that pressure. The plus on block string, down 1. I mean, this is the kind of classic Scarecrow where he sort of hit confirms into either grab or the meter burn hook. A very sort of suffocating playstyle. He's got the long range, he's got a lot of plus frames, and the second you're point blank, it's a mix-up between string or command grab, or string into command grab. I mean, it never really ends in some ways. There's that restand, spends the bar, cashes out, there's the splat. What's the Yoki going to be? Delay wake up from WhiteBoi, plus frames coming out from Dizzy, challenges it with a down 1. Actually, plus frames being challenged, left, right, and center, wow, back 3, anti-air, that's going to do a huge chunk of damage. It was good to get the damage, but, I mean, he's lost the corner pressure, now you're back mid-screen, but this is somewhere that both these characters are quite strong, and there's that anti-air, back 3, wow. Comfortable first life bar coming down from Dizzy. Lots of meter built on the side of WhiteBoi though, almost 4 of them, and I mean Scarecrow with 4 bars of meter, that's plus frames for days, and on hit, a full combo. Push block coming out from DizzyTT, tries to anti-air with back 3 again, but it's going to work this time, and WhiteBoi is pushing closer and closer to the corner, but another meter burn back 3! He's spending a lot of resources on those, I mean they are working out for him, but I think he's happily going to accept that in this round he is so much bar down. 4 versus 1. It is indeed, so if you do push block Scarecrow now, I mean it will still get you back to that neutral situation, but you want to make sure you're not blocking anything else. Good spacing from WhiteBoi. Again, good block. That's going to be a conversion into the splat. And now this is where WhiteBoi wants to be, having you near the wall. But the escape, wow, another full combo. The Wage is going to give him 3 health, but he's still going to have his back to the wall. Lovely use of neutral jump, though, in that situation, just to keep WhiteBoi in the corner, but also bait that. I think maybe a command grab read, but WhiteBoi pressing the button instead. A lot of patience there. There's the down 1 check, full combo. Spending another bar to build up some of that traumatize. There's that stagger pressure, there's the block. Knowing he's going for the push block with those plus frames. Another push block. Wow, WhiteBoi is just a speck away from having that traumatize. Didn't quite manage to build it. All he needs is the smallest speck of trait now, and he's got it. Now, Dizzy got to be careful, tries to jump, and that's it. Full combo into the unclashable. And now he's in even more trouble because it was guaranteed. I mean, just one, a well played. Almost would like rather the traumatized stun not be a move at all. Like he really thrives for the damage over time more than anything else. So as soon as he gets that traumatized, it's likely that he's going to just find a neutral space to use it as soon as possible, just to get access to that damage over time again. So you have to really just expect the traumatize at all, because WhiteBoi won't care if he misses that attack. If you block it, he doesn't care. He just wants to give himself that aura back again. But a nice strong lead coming out from Dizzy. Nice corner combo too. Oh no, misses the loop. Combo was going to scale a little bit more heavily too, because when she uses those whip attacks, they scale quite significantly now after the patch. But, I mean, still a good start. Another good start, actually, in fact, back-to-back. Indeed. There's WhiteBoi cornered in the side that won't transition now, so we can keep hold of this a bit more. WhiteBoi trying to get his way out with that armored back 3, but gets chewed up straight away. Spends the bar, does Dizzy. There's going to be to the splat again. Dizzy's in a great scenario here, because he's got 5 cat scratches. That's a huge amount of damage if he lands a significant hit, or if he's got bar, plus frames, you know, extending those plus frames. There's that down 2, preemptive. Plus frames coming out from WhiteBoi. Good backdash from Dizzy. Oh, that misses completely. Doesn't get a full combo off it though. You very rarely see that back 3 get jumped in over. It's got one of the best hitboxes in the game, and another instant air. This is not a great situation for WhiteBoi so far, but he's got full Traumatize. Most likely going to lose Traumatize at the end of this. At the very least, it's going to give him back to that aura that he wants. But he's going to get a little bit of health back. Yeah, it's gone. There's the plus frames. Yeah, he challenges it, and Dizzy's going to make him pay. I actually like the fact that you wake up there, because you have to meet him on forward 3, and if he's got no bar, what's he going to do to challenge it? He's got a neutral jump or make it hard read, especially if he's right in your face like that. We're going to see a comeback maybe from WhiteBoi. It's going to be difficult, but that's a good way to start it. Now, he's going to have Traumatize again very soon. Scarecrow's damage on that is no joke. And right, I mean, just like that, WhiteBoi's turned it around immediately. I mean, that I said before, Scarecrow's comeback potential is immense. His damage and just his intimidation technique, just to get right in your face. Massive plus frames, massive damage, chip damage. The danger by being near him. The danger is both times he's had Traumatize, he's lost it because of the clash. He's not had the chance to spend it. But in some ways, it's beneficial because he wants that damage over time from not having it. And there we go. No confirm. Wasn't ready for it. Oh, there's the wake up. Oh, doesn't quite punish it in time. Good block on the overhead. Oh, and there's a grab. Is that going to do enough? Not quite. He cannot let him activate trait. If he does, he dies. Oh my days! The back 3 anti. I think, is that going to kill? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No, not quite. Oh, but the bin! Dumpster to the shin. I think that was a good jump from WhiteBoi, because he was kind of maybe expecting Dizzy to try and stop him activating the trait. I mean, from one interaction to another, such a well-played ends to that round. But again, another amazing start. A bit preemptive on the anti-air though. Oh, good block on the cross-up jump 3. There's the whiff. Oh, tries to punish with down 2, doesn't quite get it. But Dizzy building a lot of bar at the moment. Trying to anti-air with that back 3. Doesn't always work out, but not getting punished on blocks, so it's not a huge issue for him. Another conversion though. Nice confirm on that jump away from down 1. No fear, just in with a wake up. We haven't really seen Dizzy go for too many wake ups. That was a good call at the last minute. I mean, Scarecrow's the kind of character that you kind of have to be. If you've got an invincible wake up, even if it's unsafe, you kind of have to be willing to do it sometimes, because he really thrives on just you blocking yourself to death. Down 1 plus frames. I mean, in that situation, it really is a straight up 50-50. Either he's going to command grab after that plus 6, or he's going to do a string. Jump 2, still an amazing hitbox, but that must have been an input error, and that's going to be a full combo punish too. Dizzy is going to be regretting that one. That definitely looked like an input error, unfortunately punished just so heavily by WhiteBoi. Now he's in the corner, and here come the tick throws. The classic Scarecrow. The toilet is going to take that life bar finished off. Dizzy now is just cornered, but WhiteBoi 2 bars to work with. He's got to be careful here. I mean, yeah, he had no choice. Now really, White kind of just keep him in the corner. Now, I know what I expect to see out of WhiteBoi here, but will we do it? The read is on. Yes, that's exactly what I expected. WhiteBoi is content on spending all of his bar to deny you health back. He knows that damage over time around him, he doesn't want you to get any health back at all, because he wants to just chip you down as much as possible, because Scarecrow has the tools to do it. There's the jumping into back 3. Now, WhiteBoi is back in control for the rest of the set. He's had a good start in every round so far, so I'm going to wonder what's going to happen if Dizzy doesn't manage to get a good start. Unfortunately, it looks like he's going to get a nice damage combo. Wow, I mean, that just hurts so much. 523, and keeping the bar as well. I was just about to say, if Dizzy doesn't have a good start, I'd be interested to see how he recovers, and I think this is now that time. Wake up as momentum shift. Oh, there's that raw back 3. Coast to coast, we go from one corner to almost another one. We're going to see it. There's the splat. Oh, Dizzy a little bit ahead of himself. Yeah, maybe a bit nervous here against one of the world's best players, and you are doing well in this set. Easy for things to set in, and you realize who you're fighting. Spends his trait down. There's a nice patience on wake up from WhiteBoi. Oh, big jump from Dizzy. What a read. Launcher. We're going to see enough damage to finish things off. Not quite. I mean, yeah, there's really no reason WhiteBoi wouldn't go for that You understand why? I mean, if he just sits there and blocks, he's dead. Has to try it. No bar on the side of Dizzy, but he has WhiteBoi in the corner. Meterless launcher. There's the clash coming out from WhiteBoi. Going to win this guaranteed and get himself out of the corner a little bit. But winning this clash, I mean, clashing this early is fantastic for Dizzy, because now at this stage, anything he lands is guaranteed, uncontestable. So WhiteBoi going for that trade, just wants to get rid of as much of this life as possible from Dizzy. He just needs to get some damage on Dizzy to make that guarantee, that jump 3. He just has to stand there now. Oh, the traumatized tick, so Dizzy's alive. I actually think traumatize has been a bit of a detriment here for WhiteBoi. He's taken a bit of damage. He's going to have it at least right near the end of this round starting. Yes, he does, and Dizzy got hit by it again, not respecting the fact that WhiteBoi really favors that damage over time aura. Now he's in trouble, because he's going to get guaranteed plus frames and 3 bars to take him out with. And here we go. Here comes Scarecrow. There's that aura. Now Dizzy has to be really careful. Spencer's only bar on a preemptive back 3. More plus frames. Has to push block to survive, but he literally hasn't got a shred of resources. Oh, where did that even hit? Oh, and it's going to work back to back. And that's going to be it. WhiteBoi is going to advance over Dizzy. Dizzy. Right, so fight for that first hit is going to be very important. Though Lightning tries to attempt it. Now the first hit. Not a amount of damage done, but taking that meter away from Black Adam, especially now he does less damage than he did before, very important. Immediately, HappyPow trying to challenge the retreat there with Shocker. If Foxy pressed the button, he would have got hit. Now Foxy really known for just this very defensive style. I mean, Deadshot definitely quite an infamous character at this point, but if you have the neutral of Foxy and a character like this, I mean, that is a recipe for disaster if you're on the receiving end. HappyPow's already taken so much damage already without really yet to do a lick of damage to Foxy. Straight shot, walking straight into it, but the straight shot on hit gives Foxy a great position. Again, very much like Straight Sai in Mortal Kombat when he played Melina. That's a good opportunity for HappyPow. Wow, challenges it with a down 1. Well, you cannot combo meatlessly off a black magic anymore, and Foxy's going to be aware of those changes. And the patient's just slowly walking back. Foxy trying to put as much distance between him and HappyPow as possible. And even then, in all the situation, Foxy Grampa didn't open him up with anything major, but look at the meter. HappyPow didn't gain any bar from that, because it was all chip damage, single hits. He had to use it on meter burn dive kick to get in, or low lightning, and Foxy Grampa has almost a full, it actually does have 4 bars now. There's a push block. Yeah, there's the push block just to remove any of the trait there from Black Adam. Spent the bar on the meter burn low too, and I think Foxy just really content putting up this defensive brick wall. I mean, Deadshot does it better than most. By far the best keep away character in this game. Oh, for sure. And you can see just this space between them. This is a deliberate space. This is where Foxy wants HappyPow to be. And he's making it so hard for HappyPow to advance safely. But the second he sees
that low lightning.
The second Foxy sees trait, he will push block immediately. Like, he wants no part. And there's a clean punish into the guaranteed straight shot with 2 bars left to work with. This is looking to be a absolutely clean game 1 from Foxy. I mean, that's it. That's Deadshot in a nutshell. But that's why for Flash. I think Flash has quickly become a bit of a fan favorite after Evo. Immediately in with the overhead, that's one big element here. Being able to just simply block and then push block is not as easy against Flash when he's got a true standing 50-50. Oh, there's that nice meter burn roll into a full combo. There's going to be a full Flash combo. We could see setup. Yes, we are. Yeah, oh, he gets the reset. There's that reset into overhead, but immediately challenged by a wake up. HappyPow trying to get out with backdash. There we go. Here comes the pressure and challenged with another back 1. Now, one thing we saw there, that's the change. It was meter drain versus Black Adam. It's blue versus Flash. Every hit will now send him full screen, and he has to do all that work again. And that's a matchup knowledge. Foxy knowing how the distance he wants him to be at. A really nice, oh, overhead after that meter burn roll. Has the trait too. This is probably going to be dead. That's it. Indeed. Now, this is a major element. I mean, you land 1 hit now, and then Deadshot has to hold a 50-50. And then you have the advantage up close. You know, this is a very clean and calculated changing character. So he can come through the jump back from Foxy. Running man stance. HappyPow trying to be difficult on his way in. Oh, one up to grab. I think HappyPow was expecting a back 1 there. Grabs are going to be really good for Deadshot, I think, because whenever he hits you, you're expecting either the forward 2 or the back 1. You're going to sit there and block. So that push block again. Anywhere he thinks you're going to be plus, he will push block. This is Deadshot. Look how much bar he already has. I've actually noticed that Foxy won't really meter burn his rifle unless it's going to kill you, or it's like or it's beyond block. I think you would never see him choose to meter burn rifle on hit. The threat of meter burn rifle, I mean, it does give him so much better full screen options. Backdash gets challenged, another full combo. Can't go for a clash because he has no bar. That's actually 3 openings that HappyPow's got, and 3 times he's had the trait. That's been really well managed by him. There's that gap knowledge from Foxy. Oh, that may have been a clean punish.
inclined to think it was. Meter Drain now doesn't want him to have options to that launch. He has 4 bars. He now has a super. Foxy's got to be careful, but there's the wager. Now, HappyPow's going to give himself free health, but they are going to go full screen. This is a good situation for Deadshot. No bar spent at all. Oh, he's holding on to the super. That's true. oh, 2 grabs, whiffed. Yeah, HappyPow, he's baiting the button. Oh no! He went for the bait, but didn't get it. Is that going to kill? Super? No, not quite. Oh! It's like story mode. He just shot him in the leg. He's Deadshot. But anyway, the last possible minute right there, he acknowledged that HappyPow didn't have the health. So he was going to go for the trick shot. If he went for super, he would have ran straight into it, and he would have died regardless. But now, after a situation like that, you've got to be able to recover. Full hit. Oh, there goes a nice play from HappyPow into trait again. This is going to be a lot of damage. No, he drops it. Oh, and a wake up. No respect from Foxy. And if he acknowledges you're going to drop a combo, he's going to run away with that one. I think Foxy actually checking with those back ones, just in case HappyPow does a forward dash. HappyPow actually seems to be really struggling with this wake-up knee from Foxy. He really is getting a lot of mileage out of it. Oh, it's one way to get in on Deadshot. I mean, the running man stance does an amazing job of sort of low profiling, but that's it. The forward one, that's 7-frame mid. That's a full combo. Catches a slide. That's probably going to be the round. Oh no, he drops it again. HappyPow's execution really is letting him down. Yeah, and that's it. Guaranteed round. Unfortunately, any damage here that Foxy does is just bonus damage. Indeed, he has 10 points of health left. Guaranteed anything on block with chips. So he's just going to do as much life as he can. Oh no. No, push block! The push block! He still wants to survive, and there we go. Finally does it. Now HappyPow desperately needs this life bar. If he loses this, he will be going down to losers. Oh, trades interactable for rifle shot. No bar was spent, so Foxy doesn't it, but that's a huge, huge on-hit rifle. So HappyPow, he can react to the super again, but now Foxy has a lot more health than necessary to take it down. I mean, I imagine we'll see it now. At no point did Foxy extend that. Like, he saw those whiff grabs, he's just going to stay there, and again, forced to clash. This is a terrible situation for HappyPow. He's probably going to spend some bar here, get some health back, but even then, like, we see how much life he's losing on chip alone. This is going to be so difficult for him to make a comeback here. Foxy has no reason not to spend anything. I mean, Flash just has the damage. You just need to have that execution on point to make sure you're maximizing how much you do. It's opened up by the low. HappyPow 2 bars, but is he even supposed to do anything with them? We see the explosive bullets locked from Foxy, and he's sort of wayward wrist cannon shot is going to send him full screen just like this. Nice, actually, there we go. That would have been much more of a full combo if he wasn't. That would have been much more of a full combo if he wasn't going for the blue bullets. It does adjust the gravity when you take damage there when he goes for a blue shot. Still though, Foxy did have access to his wager. Oh no, catches him. That block damage not quite enough, but anything here is going to do it. 3 lows, gets over the wake up for whiff. Foxy with the patience. Oh, and there we go. He waits and anti-airs with the straight shot, and HappyPow is knocked into loose.